Today we're putting every player on their first team. If this was like 2-3 years ago, the Sixers would have been way better with Embiid, Vucevic, and Drew Holiday. LeBron's back on the Cavs with Kyrie, Evan Mobley, and Darius Garland. Shai's the only person on the Clippers who's better than a 75 overall. Donovan Mitchell's back on the Jazz, and Hallie's back on the Kings. The Lakers pretty much look like their 2017 team with Zubac, Randall, B.I., and Josh Hart down here. The Magic look almost exactly the same, they just have Aaron Gordon now. And I didn't even think about the Mavericks. They have Luka and Brunson. Their roster kind of falls off after that. AD and Zion are teaming up now. The Raptors might actually be a sleeper team. They have Siakam, they have DeRozan, they have OG, Scotty, Norman Powell. They have 7 people 80 overall or better. And the Spurs are interesting. They have a 92 overall Wemby and Kawhi. They have Derek White. And they kind of fall off after that, but this is a decent roster. And this right here might be the best roster. They have a 94 KD, 89 Harden, 88 J-Dub. I forgot they have Sabonis. And they have Chet, they have Giddey back, they even have Westbrook down here. I feel like this is going to be the best team. In Minnesota, we have a big three of Anthony Edwards, Cat, and Zach LaVine. The Warriors basically have their 2023 team, and the Wizards are pretty bad. Jokic is going to win the MVP, surprise, surprise. The Mavericks have 2 All-NBA first-team players in Luka and Brunson. Luka averaged 32, 10, and 9, and Brunson averaged 36 points per game with 7 assists. Brunson won the scoring title. Shai was right behind him, averaging 35. And let's see who the best teams in the league are. The Celtics win 59 games, and in the West, the Nuggets are the first seed. The Thunder are all the way down to the 5th seed. I thought they'd be better. The Nuggets pretty much look the same. They just have MPJ back, and they lost Aaron Gordon. They have Malik Beasley too now, and the Celtics also look pretty similar. They have Aaron Nesmith, Robert Williams, Marcus Smart, Yabusele. They're actually really good. I didn't even notice. And let's see who finished as the worst team in the league. It's the Trailblazers. They have Dame, Shaedon Sharpe, Simon, CJ. I think they're bad because their best center is a 78, and I don't see a single power forward till Nick Batum, who's a 75. And for the first play-in game, we have Lakers Mavericks. The Mavericks have 2 superstars, but the Lakers are way more well-rounded. And this one wasn't close enough for the Mavericks. They started to come back, but it was too late. Brandon Ingram led the team, dropping 30. He barely missed any shots, and neither did Zubac. They all shot really good. And even with Luka and Brunson going off, the Mavericks are gonna lose. The Lakers shot 66% as a team. And in the second play-in matchup in the West, we have Ja Morant versus Steph Curry. And with 2 minutes to go, Desmond Bane's gonna give the Grizzlies a 2-point lead. It's crazy how similar this Warriors team is. Steph Curry going at Ja Morant's gonna fake the shot. He finds Podziemski to Moses Moody. They only have 5 seconds on the shot clock. Moody swings it back to Podziemski. His three's off, but Trace Jackson Davis gets the board. And now he's gonna come set the screen for Podziemski. He gets another 3. He can't hit it, but oh my gosh. Trace Jackson Davis is cooking on the rebounds. So now we're all tied up with 1.5 minutes to go. Ja drives by Curry and kicks it out to Bane for the 3, and it's good. Let's see if Steph can hit a 3 to tie it back up. Trace Jackson Davis sets the screen. Steph gets open. His 3's in and out, and Edey gets the board. Dylan Brooks is going to find Desmond Bane in the post. Draymond almost gets the steal. On the inbound, they're going to go to Jaren. Jaren finds Ja on the drive, and he's going to throw down the dunk on Steph. So now the Warriors have less than a minute to cut down this Grizzlies deficit. Moses Moody's going to wait for the screen from Trace Jackson Davis. He gets an open 3, and it's off. And the ball's going to go out of bounds, so the Warriors get the ball back. Steph gets a mid-range, and he knocks it down. So now the Warriors need a stop here with 30 seconds to go. Ja on the drive is going to take the floater over Curry, and it bounces in. That is a huge shot, and now with 30 seconds to go, they swing it to Podziemski. Draymond's going to set the screen. It's not a very good one. Podziemski's getting clamped up by Desmond Bane. He's going to go to Draymond, to Steph on the 3-point line. He's going to throw the lob to Trace Jackson Davis. That was an insane play. The Warriors have to foul here. Desmond Bane knocks down his first free throw and his second. So now the Warriors have 15 seconds. They have no timeouts. Okay, I guess they're not going to take the 2. I was going to say the Grizzlies leave Trace Jackson Davis open, and now the Warriors are going to lose. They should have just taken the 2 and fouled, and now the Warriors are eliminated from the playoffs. And Steph was really the only one that showed up. So after beating the Warriors, the Grizzlies move on to play the Mavericks. And with 1 minute to go, the Mavericks are making a comeback. They were just down 14 points with 3 minutes to go. The Grizzlies are going to inbound it to Ja. He's going to, oh my, he just bodied Brunson for that layup. 10 seconds to go on the shot clock. Luka's going to swing it to Brunson. Brunson's going to use the screen from Derek Lively. He gets a 3, and Ja Morant gets a contest. and they're gonna get the stop. Okay, what is going on? I guess the Mavericks aren't fouling, and the Grizzlies go up 6. I don't know why they were moving so slow on defense. Now we have Luka attacking Jalen Wells for the layup, and the Mavericks have to foul. The Mavericks are gonna need a miracle here, down 4, and Ja's gonna miss. There's no way he misses 2 in a row though, right? Okay, his second one's good, but the Mavericks are still gonna need a huge shot here. Brunson the pump fake, he swings it. Jay Crowder gets an open 3, it's in and out. Lively keeps them alive. Jay Crowder a second chance, and he misses again. So the Grizzlies are gonna win 2 play-in games in a row to move on to the playoffs. And the Mavericks lost 2 in a row because Luka and Brunson are the only ones who stepped up. I'm an idiot. I accidentally simmed both of these games. This one wasn't close. Bam and Hero put up 20, and nobody even went off for the Pacers. They were just really well-rounded. And in the Sixers-Knicks game, it was a 1-point game. RJ put up 30 just to lose. And for the Sixers, Vucevic led the team with 37, 11, and 6. So the Sixers move on to the playoffs, and for the last playoff spot, we have Knicks-Pacers. Both of these teams look pretty mid, I'm not gonna lie. And it looks like the Knicks are gonna run away with the game in the 4th quarter to advance. Porzingis led the team with 24 points, and Nembhard cooked, but it wasn't enough. So now for our first-round matchups, we have Jimmy going up against Cade. We have Paolo going up against LeBron. We have Wemby versus Sengun. We have KD against Anthony Edwards. We have Embiid going up against Trae Young. We have Knicks Celtics. I feel like this one's not going to end well. We have Zubac going up against Anthony Davis. And finally, we have Ja Morant going up against Jokic. And we have 5 game 7s. That's kind of crazy. Jimmy and the Bulls are going to beat Cade and the Pistons in 6. The Timberwolves are going to sweep the Thunder, who were my favorites to win it all. And then Sengun and the Rockets are going to sweep Kawhi and Wemby. And in our first game 7, the Cavs are having a terrible second half. Let's see if Paolo and the Magic can take down LeBron and the Cavs. Paolo's gonna use the screen from Suggs. He swings it to a wide open Franz. His three's off, but Suggs gets the rebound. Cole Anthony the 3, and it's good. They don't have LeBron on the floor right now, but Kyrie's gonna cook. He spins his way into the paint, and now we have Garland on the ISO. He's gonna try to cook Cole Anthony here. Nothing's really happening. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Garland's gonna force his way into the paint. 4 seconds left. He gets an open layup to cut the lead down to 3. Jalen Suggs with 11 seconds on the shot clock's gonna find Franz, but there's an illegal screen from Cole Anthony. That is huge because Franz was wide open, and now the Cavs have LeBron back in the game. Kyrie's gonna use the screen from Evan Mobley and pull the deep 3. I don't know why he shot that. So now we have Franz finding Paolo. Paolo throws it down low to Gordon. They're just swinging the ball here. Paolo on the ISO trying to cook Dean Wade. The snatch back. What is he doing? 4 seconds left. He's getting clamped up. It looks like he's gonna have to force the mid-range over him. It almost bounces in. So now with Mobley getting the board, we have LeBron on the break. He swings it to Kyrie, the wide open 3, and we're all tied up. If you made it this far into the video, 98% of people who watch me aren't subscribed, so make sure you hit that subscribe button so you're not one of them. Let's see if the Magic can cook here. Paolo's trying to attack Dean Wade. He's in a post up, and his layup is good. But now the Cavs have pretty much a full shot clock to tie the game up with a 2 or win it with a 3. Kyrie's gonna force up a contested layup though, and now they have to foul. They had so much time to get a better shot off there. Jalen Suggs gives the Magic a 3-point lead, and his second free throw puts them up 4. The Cavs have no timeouts. They're gonna need a quick shot here, preferably a 3. Garland finds Mobley to Dean Wade, open in the corner. He can't hit the shot though, and the Magic are gonna eliminate the Cavs in the first round. And the Cavs played pretty good on offense. They had a lot of people show up, but same with the Magic. In our second game 7, the Sixers are gonna win. They had the lead the whole game. Trae Young, John Collins, and Jalen Johnson all played good, but the Sixers just had way more depth. In Knicks Celtics, I didn't think this series would be close at all. The Knicks low-key might be coming back here. We're gonna hop in with 48 seconds and see if they can get the job done. The only problem is they're gonna need a stop here. They're gonna run the trap defense, which leaves Jaylen Brown open and his three's off. So the Knicks might be able to do it, especially with a mismatch here, and Porzingis makes it a 2-point game. And the Knicks aren't gonna foul with a 5-second difference on the game clock and the shot clock. Jaylen Brown's gonna chew down the clock. All he has to do is score and the Celtics win. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Jaylen Brown's gonna swing it to Nesmith in the corner, and his 3 is off. So the Knicks have 6 seconds here to upset the 1 seed in the East. They're gonna inbound it to Quickly. 4 seconds left. Quickly finds RJ the pump fake. He's gonna have to force it up, and his 3 is off. So the Celtics are just barely gonna make it out of the first round against arguably one of the worst teams that made the playoffs. That is very concerning. Tatum had a really good game, and luckily for the Celtics, nobody outside of RJ and Porzingis showed up. Quentin Grimes shot 2 for 7. Tim Hardaway 0 for 9 and quickly 1 for 10. That's crazy. The Celtics won by 2 and the Knicks shot 39%. So the Celtics get super lucky. I don't even know if they make it past the Magic in the second round now. And now as we go to Lakers-Pelicans, the Pelicans are going to knock out the Lakers. Wow, Trey Murphy, AD, and Zion all had 25 plus. And in our last game 7 of the first round, it's a pretty low scoring one, but the Nuggets are going to take out the Grizzlies. Jokic had a 30-20-10 game, and Ja Morant played good, but nobody else really showed up. So now for our second round matchups, we have the 2-seed Pelicans versus the 3-seed Rockets. We have the 6-seed Bulls versus the 7-seed Sixers. We have the 1-seed Nuggets versus the 4-seed Timberwolves. And we have the 1-seed Celtics versus the 5-seed Magic. The Celtics are going to sweep the Magic after having trouble in the first round. And with the 76ers and Bulls being tied up at 2, the Bulls go up 3-2. And they didn't even have one person go off. Everybody played good. And with the Nuggets-Timberwolves series being tied at 2, we have a tie game with 3 minutes to go. Jamal Murray's going to use the screen from Malik Beasley, and his 3 is off. Naz Reid's going to look for Anthony Edwards off the screen. He could have had an open 3 there. He's going to set the screen for Wiggins. Wiggins on the drive, kicks it back out to Anthony Edwards, and his mid-range is going to bounce off the rim. Jokic is going to set the screen for Jamal Murray. I don't know why that was a backward screen, but he's going to find Jokic. They're going to send a double, but his layup's good anyway. 2 minutes to go. The Timberwolves go down low to Cat, and his fade is in and out. That is huge for the Nuggets. Jamal Murray's going to throw it down low to Jokic. Let's see if he can do what Cat couldn't, but he's going to kick it out to a wide open Jamal Murray, and the Nuggets go up 5. That is a huge shot for the Nuggets. Now we have Anthony Edwards not taking the open layup for some reason. Cat's going to find Jaden McDaniels for the 3, and he's going to miss. This has been a rough showing for the Timberwolves so far. Now we have Jokic attacking Cat. He gets into the paint. He's going to kick it out to MPJ, and the Nuggets go up 8. And unfortunately for the Timberwolves, that's going to be enough to give the Nuggets a 3-2 lead in the series. Michael Porter Jr. led the team with 35. So now we have 3 series that are tied up 3-2. In game 6 of Pelicans-Rockets, we have a tie game with 2 minutes to go. Chris Paul's going to throw it down low to Anthony Davis. He's going to attack Sengun. He's getting clamped up, but he forces up a shot anyway, and it goes in. Amen Thompson's going to use the screen from Sengun. He's driving, the behind the back, the layup, and it's blocked by Anthony Davis. On the break, we have Trey Murphy finding Chris Paul to Zion. The ball almost goes out of bounds. Now we have Chris Paul isoing on Hartenstein. He's going to cook him and pull the mid-range over him. It's off, but Zion gets the board, and he makes the N1. So now the Pelicans have a chance to go up by 5 here, and his free throw's going to bounce in. The Rockets need to lock in here or else they're eliminated. Tari Easton's going to find Jayshawn Tate. Jayshawn Tate's going to find Jalen Green. 5 seconds to go on the shot clock. Jalen Green gets an open 3, and it's off. So now the Rockets pretty much need to stop here or else their playoff hopes are almost going to be 0. Dyson Daniels gets an open 3, and he puts them up 8. And that's going to be enough to win the game and move the Pelicans on to the conference finals. Zion led the way with 31. I'm surprised Anthony Davis only had 14. In game 6 of Bulls-Sixers, the Bulls were up all game. They're going to win by almost 20. Embiid only had 20 points. And for the Bulls, their leading scorer had 22. They just had way more depth. And in game 6 of Nuggets-Timberwolves, the Timberwolves are going to win, and they're going to force a game 7. Zach LaVine carried the team with 30 and 11, and Anthony Edwards and Cat almost had 30. And in game 7, this one was over from halftime. The Nuggets are going to absolutely blow out the Timberwolves and eliminate them. MPJ is cooking again. In the regular season, he averaged 19, but he's averaging 23 in the playoffs. Jamal Murray put up 27 and 9, and Jokic had 26 and 18. So now in the conference finals, we have the 1-seed Celtics against the 6-seed Bulls, and out west, we have the 1-seed Nuggets against the 2-seed Pelicans. Through 2 games, both series are tied up at 1, and in game 3, the Bulls are going to blow it after having a really good first quarter. Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum both dropped 30. And in game 3 of Nuggets-Pelicans, the Nuggets are just barely going to win. Jokic had a near 30-point triple-double, and in game 4 of Celtics-Bulls, the Celtics are up 2 with a minute to go. Jason Tatum on the drive, attacking Wendell Carter Jr. He kicks it out to Marcus Smart for 3, and it's off, and Jason Tatum gets the rebound. Peyton Pritchard the open 3, it's off, and the Bulls finally get a board. Bobby Portis Jr. has pretty much been leading their offense. He's going to find Jimmy for the pull-up jumper, and he bricks it. Peyton Pritchard's going to use the screen. He could have had an open 3, but he throws it down low to Tatum in the post. He's going to take the fade over Wendell Carter Jr. and put the Celtics up 4. 30 seconds to go for Jimmy and the Bulls here. Jimmy with the cross. He gets into the paint easily, and we have a 2-point game. The Bulls are going to foul, so now we have Jaylen Brown going to the free throw line. His first free throw rolls in, and to put the Celtics up 4, his second free throw is going to miss. So now the Bulls can can tie the game up if they get a 3 here. Jimmy's getting clamped up by Jaylen Brown, though. He's going to end up going into the post. He fakes the hook. He finds Ayo. He's going to take the 3 over Marcus Smart, and it's off. And with time running out, the Bulls are going to need 2 missed free throws here. Tatum's first free throw rolls off the rim. If he misses both of these free throws, that would be huge, but his second one's good. So now with 6 seconds to go, the Bulls are going to need a quick shot here. Kobe White finds Ayo for the 3 over Marcus Smart. It's off. And the Bulls are going to go down 3-1 to the Celtics. Jimmy Butler had 33 points, 9 assists, and he only missed 3 shots. And the one time the Bulls have other people stepping up, Bobby Portis didn't score at all. He shot 0 for 11. And out west, the Nuggets are really easily going to go up 3-1. There's just nobody that can stop Jokic. And the Bulls might be staying alive in Game 5 here. They're down by 3 with 2 minutes to go. And they're going to find Daniel Gafford in the paint. His layup makes it a 1-point game. Jaylen Brown with 4 seconds to go finds Yabusele to Olynyk. Back to Jaylen Brown for the 3, and it's good. Wendell Carter's going to use the screen. I don't know why he's the point guard on a pick and roll, but he's going to swing it to Modest. Modest with 5 seconds to go on the shot clock, pulls the 3 over the Gafford screen. Gafford gets the board, and he keeps the Bulls alive. That was a huge offensive rebound. Now let's see if the Bulls can get a stop here. Tatum finds Hauser to Jaylen Brown. He's going to use the screen from Yabusele, and he gets an open mid-range, but it's off. Let's see if the Bulls can capitalize on that miss. Wendell Carter to Modest to Kobe White on the drive, back to Wendell Carter for 3, and it's off. He could have given the Bulls the lead there. Now Jaylen Brown kicks it out to Tatum for 3, and the Celtics go up 5. That is a huge shot. Let's see if Kobe White can help cut the deficit down. They're going to go to Modest. He uses the screen from Wendell Carter. He gets a wide open mid-range, and he can't knock it down. The Bulls are going to send the trap defense, which leaves Olynyk open, and he's going to hit the dagger. So after having trouble against the 8 seed in the first round, the Celtics are going to move on to the finals. And Jaylen Brown's going to walk away with the Eastern Conference Finals MVP. And the Bulls had a good run, making it this far as a 6 seed. But now as we go to Game 5 of Nuggets-Pelicans, the Nuggets are going to basically win in the third quarter. That was an insane second half from them, and Jokic had an almost 40-point triple-double. Jamal Murray had 38. And now in the finals, we have Nuggets-Celtics. Game 1's going to go to the Nuggets. This one wasn't close at all. They put up 150. Jamal Murray put up 35 points with 11 assists. MPJ had 30, and Jokic had 29 points with 17 assists. Jason Tatum cooked, and Jaylen Brown had a really good shooting performance, and the Celtics shot really good. They just played no defense. But in Game 2, we actually have a close one. The Celtics are up 2 with 2 minutes to go. Jason Tatum has a mismatch. He's being guarded by Nurkic. He's going to kick it out to Peyton Pritchard for the 3, and it's good. So now it's looking good for the Celtics. They just have to hold this lead for 2 more minutes. Jokic in the post getting clamped up by Robert Williams, and he makes the layup over the double. The Celtics are going to go back down low to Jason Tatum. He's trying to spin on Nurkic. I don't know why he's going into the post on a big man, but he finds Marcus Smart, who misses the 3. And now Jokic has a mismatch. He's being guarded by Peyton Pritchard, and he finds Peyton Watson for the layup. So now the Celtics are only up 1. They've been pretty bad since we hopped into this game, and Jason Tatum gets a turnover. Peyton Watson on the break takes the layup, and he's fouled. So now he has a chance to give the Nuggets the lead here. His first free throw is going to tie the game up, and his second free throw gives them the lead. The Celtics really need to lock in if they don't want to go down 2-0 in the series, and Marcus Smart's 3's off. MPJ on the break is in a drive. He gets an open mid-range, and the Nuggets go up 3. The Celtics are folding. I think they were up 2-3 when we hopped into the game. Now we have Tatum on an ISO. He's trying to get by Peyton Watson, but he's getting clamped up. Now they're going to put the ball in Jaylen Brown's hands. 6 seconds on the shot clock. He finds Marcus Smart another 3, and he finally knocks one down. Jamal Murray's going to use the screen. Jokic is in a slip. It looks like he's looking for Jokic, but he's not going to find him. Jamal Murray, 10 seconds on the shot clock. He's just going to ISO. He blows right by Peyton Pritchard and throws down the dunk. I did not expect him to throw down a dunk there. I was looking for a layup. And now Peyton Pritchard has 7 seconds on the shot clock. He uses the screen. It's not a good one. They're going to go down low to Tatum. 1 second left. The post fade for the tie. And we're going into overtime. And in overtime, the Celtics are up 1 with 2 minutes to go. Let's see if they can actually hold the lead this time. Jokic is going to find Christian Brown. I don't know what this offense is. He's going to go back to Jokic. They're going to send the double. Christian Brown gets left wide open for 3. He misses, but Jokic's putback is good. So the Celtics already lost the lead on the first play, but they're going to go down low to Tatum, who's been pretty consistent so far, and his post fade is off this time. Jamal Murray's going to throw it down low to Jokic. They send another double team and leave MPJ open, but his 3's off. It seems like they're going to double Jokic every possession he gets, and now Tatum's in an ISO. He can't seem to get into the paint. The spin, it's not a very good one. He's going to kick it out to Jaylen Brown, who tries tries to get past MPJ and he dunks on 2 people. So now with a minute to go, let's see if the Nuggets can retake the lead here. Robert Williams trying to clamp up Jokic. Jokic kicks it out. Vanderbilt finds Brown. Brown finds Jamal Murray. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Jokic is going to come to set the screen, but there's only 3 seconds left, and Jokic is going to have to pull the 3, and it's in and out. So now with 30 seconds to go, Peyton Pritchard finds Tatum. They're going to kick it out to Smart, to Robert Williams. Robert Williams kicks it out to Jaylen Brown, to Pritchard, who's left wide open, and his 3 is good. So now down 4 with 21 seconds left. It's not looking good for the Nuggets here. Jamal Murray finds Jokic. Jokic trying to get a good shot off. They're going to send the double. MPJ gets another 3, and this time he knocks it down. But the Nuggets have to foul, so we have Jason Tatum at the free throw line. His first free throw puts the Celtics up 2, and his second one puts them up 3. So the Nuggets have 10 seconds here to get a 3 off. Jamal Murray throws it to MPJ. MPJ with 6 seconds left throws it back to Murray, and he gets a turnover. So all Pritchard has to do is hit one of these free throws here. He's going to miss the second one, but it doesn't matter. The Celtics tie the series up at 1. What a game. Jokic had 48, 9, and 8. And for the Celtics, Peyton Pritchard led the team in scoring. And now in game 3, the Celtics are going to blow the Nuggets out. That is the last thing I expected. Jokic only put up 24. He shot good, but he didn't shoot that much. MPJ shot them out of the game, though, 2 for 11 from 3. And Jason Tatum dropped 37 points. So after getting blown out in game 1, the Celtics have a 2-1 lead. But in game 4, they're going to be the ones getting blown out. Jokic had 45 points with 14 assists. Jamal Murray also had a double-double. And Jaylen Brown dropped 40. Him, Pritchard, and Tatum are just going back and forth. But the only problem is 2 of them are doing bad. Only 1 of them's doing good. So now we have a 2-2 series. And in a pivotal game 5, the Nuggets are going insane. They're going to blow out the Celtics. Jokic put up 37, 10, and 7. Jamal Murray had a double-double. MPJ almost put up 30. And once again, only 1 person goes off for the Celtics. Tatum only had 13. So the Nuggets are 1 win away from winning the championship. And in game 6, the Nuggets are going to defeat the Celtics. So the Nuggets are going to win the championship, and Jokic walks away with the finals MVP. If you want to see me add Jokic to a team of MVPs to go 82-0, click the video on the screen right now.